Alright, stream is running. Put my tune for the background mix. Alright. Alright, now we start the course. Terraform time. We're doing a lab. Yesterday we did that one lab. Today we're doing another lab. Alright, this one's a 45-minute lab. It says using Terraform provisioners to set up an Apache web server on AWS. I've never done this one yet. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I could do both. Nice, I could stream it both places. There you go. All right. Yeah. Can you hear it? All right. We gotta attempt it without doing the next video. We only do the next video if you give up. That's how I do it. Because the next video gives you the solution. But the whole point of a lab is for you to try it out yourself before you find the solution. That's how I do it, at least. Yeah. I didn't. Did you do it? I did a different lab yesterday. The one before that. Oh yeah, it was the providers one. Installing Terraform, working with Terraform. Yeah, you're right. So now we're doing Terraform provisioners to set up an Apache web server. Let's see if it'll let me copy paste today. No. Control V doesn't do anything. And then you can't see my screen. Oh, if I hold down Shift and press Insert, then it pastes it in there. Look at that. Huh, take that. Take that, Trudeau. Bitch. Man, that's so much faster than manually typing out the fucking URL. Get fucked. Okay, so now we can see that there's only one other thing. So what else is in here? He wants us to go into section 3. Section 3, hole 2 or hole what? Hole 2. We got a main.tf, a readme, and a setup.tf. What? Oh, okay. I'm not on yours. I bought my own membership. Yeah, see? I'm on Adam Becca. And I logged out of yours already, so. You gotta open up a support ticket, bro. Open a support ticket, bro. Alright, so this creates and bootstraps a web server, an AWS instance named web server. This is the AMI. This is the instance type. This is the key name. It's using a public IP. Wait, it's associating the public IP with the web server. And then it's using this subnet ID, which I guess is a pre-made subnet. Then it's making a security group that's already pre-created by AWS, I guess, by this provider or this resource. Here's the provisioner. This is a remote executable command, meaning it's going to run this command and this command and this command on our Linux machine after it's spun up. So after it installs, it's just going to install HTTPD and it's going to start systemctl. No, it's going to start HTTPD with systemctl. And then we're going to echo this text and put it into this file. And then we're going to move that file into var www.html. And this is going to be, this is like the HTML that's going to be on the website. So when we open up the website, and this is what it's going to say in text. So that's what's going to happen when we finish setting this shit up. So let's do Terraform init. You put in a Terraform init. But I think we have two watchers. One of them might be me, and one of them might be you. So I'm like, okay, so validate the code to look for any errors in syntax, parameters, or attributes. With Terraform validate, that's a new command that I haven't used yet. The config is valid. Terraform plan. Hello, Navy Bliss. I remember you were here yesterday. I think maybe you did it, but I definitely didn't do it. Here's a web server. Now if I go to that IP, it goes 100. It's a public IP too, so I should be able to reach it. And there's a text, my test website with help from Terraform Provisioner. And that's the text. That's the text that was in the freaking file, remember? And that was, it is cool. This one right here. I could have changed that to anything I wanted, but I just left it as it is. Ah, well, missed opportunity. Let's destroy this shit and move on with our lives. All right. Lab is done. Now we got a quiz. Ready for this? How can Terraform providers be sourced in Terraform? Choose 3. So one of these are wrong. Terraform can use a provider's list that you can set up in a file within your working directory. Yes. By default, Terraform looks for providers in the Terraform provider registry. Not by default. Wait, I guess you would have to point to it, right? I think. I don't know about this one. You can reference providers from an internal registry in your Terraform code. That one for sure, no, because, yeah, you know what? That one's right. I think this one's wrong. You can reference providers locally in your Terraform configuration. I think it's going to be, I think C is wrong. What do you think? Because providers aren't fine from within the registry of your Terraform code, like internally, not from, it's going to look in the Terraform provider registry, or it can locally use your configuration to reference providers from the Terraform registry, and it can also use the providers list. So I think number 3 is wrong. No, I'm wrong. Terraform can use a provider list that you can set up in a file within your working directory. Isn't that just the main.tf file? I think I'm misunderstanding what this means. Okay, whatever. What is the default name of the file where Terraform state is stored when working locally? Yeah, it's definitely not hashicorp.json, definitely not that. It's not mystatefile.yaml. And .ts, that's a TypeScript, and this is not TypeScript. True or false? Terraform provisioners help bootstrap custom commands onto the resources being deployed via Terraform. True, because in the last lab, we used bootstrap custom commands onto those Linux servers. Given the following snippet of code, this is a replicas variable with an integer type, default 5. What will be passed into the code for the variable replicas when given the following command? What's up, Dawson? Happy to see you in here. Terraform apply -var replicas minus equals 1. Well, it's going to be 5 because we're stating this to be passed once. But this has the number of 5, right? No, it's 1. Okay. Damn. What format is the Terraform state file stored in? It's HCL. I thought it was HCL. Which are the uses of the Terraform output variables? A child module can use outputs to expose a subnet of its resource attributes to a parent module. Wait, what? Which are the uses of the Terraform output variables? A child module can use outputs to expose a subset of its resource attributes to a parent module. When using remote state, root module outputs can be accessed by other configurations via a Terraform remote state data source. A child module can use the output with a secondary configuration to deploy the infrastructure in steps. A root module can use outputs to print certain values in the CLI output after running Terraform apply. This one's true. This one's true. I think one of the top 2 might be wrong. The first one isn't sticking to my brain. I don't really understand what it's saying. I read this 3 times and I don't really know what it says. A child module, okay, can use outputs to expose a subset of its resource attributes. Okay, it's in an overly fucking fancy way, it's saying the child module can show its parents what it's doing. Okay. Terraform intelligently knows to deploy the resources in steps to ensure you don't deploy resources before their dependencies. You would not use the output in this way. But, okay. Which of the following best describes Terraform providers? A mechanism that provides Terraform with the ability to update itself. A feature that lists the dependencies required for a particular module to work properly. Plugin that enables Terraform to interface with the API layer of various cloud platforms and environment. An optional feature that allows Terraform to inject variables into modules. No. Well, it does interface with the API layer in the sense of doing the cloud executable scripts or the local exec scripts. How can Terraform input variables be defined? They can be pulled down from Terraform. They can be pulled down from Terraform Cloud and referenced in your code. Yes. They can be included in the command line options. I don't think so. They can be predetermined in a file. They can be loaded into a database, then called by the Terraform configuration. You know, I don't think I've ever used Terraform from the command line other than just like Terraform plan or build or destroy or output. So I don't think it can be included in the command line options. What do you mean they can't be loaded in the database, then called by the... That's literally what we do. We put it in the fucking configurations and then use... They have to be more specific, man. Oh no, we wrote our quiz answers and questions totally vague. Yes, they help bootstrap custom commands. How can Terraform providers be sourced in Terraform? No. Yeah, okay. This was Moose 1. JSON. We got this one right, right? No, we didn't, because this is right. Okay, good. Right, last time I did the a child module can't use the output with a secondary configuration to deploy infrastructure. And this one's TF state. Which of the following best describes Terraform providers? The API. Then they can't be loaded into the database. There you go. Bam, 100%. Next, let me share my application so you can hear this. Can you hear it? Hi. Um, Currently streaming live on YouTube right now. Yeah. Okay, I'll call you back soon. Okay, bye. Oh, dude, I have an interview in 5 minutes. I totally forgot about it. My alarm just went off. Dude, I got an interview in 5 minutes. My alarm just went off. I totally forgot about it. I'll be back. Yeah.